Okay, well, we've got a mixed bag of sports tonight on Sports Live, and Lesotho is about to witness a momentous occasion as the Mountain Kingdom hosts a historic 21-kilometer race to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the BaSotho Nation. The inaugural Mountain Marathon 21 international race, recognized by World Athletics, will elevate the race to international status, and Lesotho's rich running heritage has consistently produced exceptional runners over the years who've come here to South Africa to win some of the races and make names for themselves, but now they can run in Lesotho, and given the country's impressive pedigree of long-distance runners, we expect a competitive field in Lesotho when this race takes place. But let's find out more now, because we are joined by race organizer Khosi Manyika, who's the spokesperson actually for the race, to talk to us about the significance of this race and what we can expect. Good evening from us, and thank you for joining us firstly.
Thank you very much for having me.
Are you ready to run? Are you running, or are you just talking about the race?
Yeah, my shoes are dusted. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, no. I must try at least win some of the prize money.
Okay, but tell us about the prize money. How much is on offer there?
Look, I mean, for events of this nature, by the way, it's the first of its kind.
Yeah.
We're looking at about 150,000 for the winners in the men and women's category, 100,000 for the second runners-up, and then it goes all the way to the fifth runner being about 20,000 rands. So it's quite a handsome reward for, you know, running 21 kilometers. Okay,
maybe worth the trip to Lesotho for the race. But you're saying it's the first of its kind. How did it come about, and what's the idea and the thinking behind the race?
Well, the race was inspired by the celebration of the BaSotho Nation. They've been around essentially for 200 years, from 1824 to date. So it was in essence to celebrate that and to also spread the message of peace by King Moshoeshoe. So that is what inspired the race, because what better way to bring people together other than sport? Yeah.
And what's the route looking like? Because you would think that they will run around the mountains there, have some nice scenery also of the kingdom.
Yes, absolutely. So it's going to be quite a challenging race. There's a lot of ascensions, obviously, because Lesotho is in a mountainous area. Yeah. So it's going to be a bit of challenge. It's a tarred road. So, yeah, I mean, our best runner is Tebelo, who's done remarkably well. So this is his terrain. This is his backyard. So all the athletes that will be competing will be up against a really strong runner.
What about Libenya Nkoka, who always comes here and wins the races? Is he running also?
I'm sure he might be. So he's up for a challenge. So, yeah.
And is it the kind of race that you expect to attract international athletes also?
Absolutely. This race is accredited with World Athletics. So we are looking to attract international runners. Right now, as of this moment, I do know that we have athletes from Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, and of course the Kenyans.
Oh, the Kenyans, beware of the Kenyans. What about the South Africans though?
Absolutely, South Africans.
Are you worried about the South Africans who might come and take the prize money?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
And just what do you hope a race like this just does for Lesotho as far as tourism is concerned? Because we know that sport also is a great vehicle to try and promote your country wherever you are, or your cities.
Yes. So thank you for that question. So this race will definitely bolster the tourism economy. We're hoping that people will experience the warmth of the country, the warmth of the people, as well as the culture and traditions of the country. And they'll come again, because the idea behind this is that there will be repeat trips to the country, and they'll get to explore it in its entirety.
And tell us more about the country. Sell the country to us. We want to go run for 150,000.
The country is spectacular. It's in the beautiful mountains of Lesotho, rich culture with tradition and history as well. I mean, we know about King Moshoeshoe and the legacy that he's left. And one of the driving factors is the message around peace and unifying the BaSotho Nation through all sorts of events that will be happening. One of the big events that we had on the 12th of October, we had the security cluster going around the country, participating in choirs and all sorts of activities, because they're custodians of peace, to basically push the message of peace and get people excited and get into wanting to be part of something of this nature.
Okay, well, for those wanting to be part of this race, when is the race? How do people still enter? Is it still open, firstly?
Yes, the entry is closed on the 22nd of October. The race will be run on the 26th of October from Hanosi Village to Melele. For more information, please go to www.mmarathon21.com, and we are on socials as well. We're on Facebook, X, Threads, as well as Instagram under mmarathon21.
Okay, so people can still enter. And what's the date?
the 26th of October. That's the race date, and the entries close on the 22nd of October.
And are you saying there's a plan to have this annually, or to have more of this kind of races and events?
Absolutely. So this is the first of its kind and not the last. So we'll definitely be here again next year talking about the second celebration of this marathon.
And besides the approval from World Athletics, what kind of support are you getting just to put this together? Who's come on board here?
We're getting tremendous support, for instance, from the Federation of Athletics of Lesotho, as well as the Sports Commission as well. So they've come on board and have been very gracious in terms of assisting us in putting this together and supporting us.
Okay, wonderful, Khosi. We wish you all the best then for the race. We'll invite you again to tell us how it went.
Thank you very much.
Okay, wonderful. The spokesperson for this big race in the kingdom, mountain kingdom of Lesotho. Looking forward to that one. If you still want to go and run, entries are still open. The race will take place on the 26th there. Well,